New developments surrounding one of the Boston Marathon bombing suspects, but not about the one who is still alive. 26-year-old Tamerlan Tsarnaev was killed in a shootout with police just a few days after the tragic bombings in Boston. And investigators are reportedly looking into the possibility that he might have also been involved in another massacre.
Police are now looking into whether or not he had a connection to a murder in Waltham in 2011. Back then, 3 men were found in a Harding Avenue apartment with their throats slashed and bodies covered in marijuana.
One investigator called the triple homicide the worst bloodbath they had ever seen. It was also a confusing case as the victims were left covered in drugs along with $5,000. Police believe 2 other men might have been involved in the attack, but were never able to identify any suspects. Tsarnaev, a longtime boxer, had reportedly been training with one of the murder victims. Sources say despite being very close, Tsarnaev didn't attend his funeral. The owner of the gym where Tsarnaev trained told the Boston Globe he even introduced the victim as his best friend once, but also claimed another time that he had no American friends. Others who knew him referred to him as a normal guy and say they had no idea the suspect was capable of what he's being accused of doing.
He was one of the more peaceful religious people I know. He never brought up any sort of political views whatsoever. As I think now, I'm still in shock. I honestly can't accept it, but I'm going to have to.
I was shocked because I didn't take him for that type of person. Or at the time, something changed between the time he was here and the whole bombing thing. Something changed, and I was really shocked.
And Tsarnaev's record has only been building since being identified as a suspect in the bombings last week. New reports surfaced Friday alleging FBI agents questioned the 26-year-old in 2011 at the request of Russia's government, which suspected him of having ties with extremist groups. The BBC says a woman interviewed by a Russian channel identified herself as the suspect's mother.
She said the FBI had known and been in touch with her eldest son over an extended period of time and had known about connections, as she put it, with extremist Islamist websites.
Investigators are pointing to what they now recognize might be a tendency toward violence. Their surviving brother, 19-year-old Dzhokhar Tsarnaev, has been charged with using weapons of mass destruction. His next hearing is set for the end of May. For Newsy, I'm Logan Tittle.